And welcome to the Culture Cast. And Tubbs, what are you doing now?
I'm trying something different.
You're even smaller than before.
Hey, less of that, man.
Is that what the C thing did to you, Tubbs?
Hmm?
Oh yeah, Tubbs made out of plastic. That's not a good start. Hello everybody, welcome to the Culture Cast. We're back for more fucking fun. Take a cultured look at. No, we don't have culture, but yeah, hey everybody. So just say hello to all the comments. Mick is here. He says, "Aye, G-Force, welcome to the conversation." My brain has gone melted, which is
YouTube
an
is telling
interesting
me we're
term.
live.
What?
I said YouTube's just taught me we're live.
Melted is a fun term actually because I just came from my girlfriend's place of work, which almost burned down in Limerick City, which was absolutely crazy. Everyone is okay, but yeah, mental day for me. Mick Holland says he's here. G-Force. Tubbs or Fuller's Figures says Tubbs has been fighting a virus. It's tougher for him because they're around the same size.
Yes.
Microscopic.
Thankfully, it did not kick my fucking ass this time. So,
G4 says, "Hey Connor, Tez is here." He says, "I'm at work, but I'm still here for the show. Doesn't off work. I am totally with you on that. I am there for that." Jonathan Redmond says, "Even Brian, Patient Zero, and chat." Mick says, "Fucking tiny, whiny, Tubbsy Wubsy."
I ain't fucking whine about shit, brother.
That was the last time, actually. Fuller's Figure says,
Oh, no, yeah.
Mick says, "Tez, Scuba Pete, welcome to the show, my friend." Scuba's been searching the oceans for content for Tubbs, and he can't find anything for you anyway. It's too small. Everything's big down there. Tez, JR Connor, good man, Mick, G-Man, Mick. Lobot is here. Welcome, Lobot. I love your picture as well the other day. It's so good. Scuba, everyone say hello. Jared is here as well. Welcome, Jared.
Sorry, buddy.
And James is here supporting the Everton Massive. Jonathan saying hello to all the boys in the chat. Simon is here with his funky writing, tip of the cap. Fuller's Figures saying hello to everybody. Love the community spirit, guys. I really do. And yeah, so just everybody saying hi. So Connor says, "Can everyone say hello to Mick for me?" Hello, Mick. Connor says hi.
I mean, this would not be a problem if they just like hugged and kissed and made up, like, and stopped blocking each other every week.
Simon says, "Tip of the cap to all in the chat." We'll have to get you a cap, Tubbs.
No, man, I prefer doing this the fake fucking crazy.
Then again, you'd get lost in there. We'd never be able to rescue you.
No, man, all you see is a moving cap.
If you like turn it up the other way, you'd never escape.
I could Fred Durst that shit.
Yeah, but there's only one Fred Durst.
Backwards cap it, like, you know.
All chatsers. Mick says, "Is Fuller saying hi? Can't see him in the chat." Connor, Mick says hi.
Apparently he says hi.
Mick, Connor says you're still a bollocks. Just kidding. G-Force says hello to everybody. Or Scuba says hello to everybody. Scuba says, "Tubbs, you showed that virus who's boss."
Fucking did. Punched it right in its cunt.
Wow. Wowie. That's our first one. Tell him to unblock me at Jonathan Redmond. Okay, so guys, I've caught up with the chat. So quickly before it takes off on me again, this week we're going to talk about episode 5 of Obi Wan. We're going to talk about Miss Marvel. We are going to talk about The Boys, despite Tubbs not doing his homework. And we've got a fun game at the end of the stream tonight, which I think you'll all find very, hopefully, interesting and funny.
I'm just going to say one thing about the homework thing, all right? I'm not even going to...
You brought this term into it, Tubbs, not me.
No. I know I brought the term into it, but I'm not even going to lie to you, all right? I'm not even going to sit down and say, "Oh, man, because there was a virus in my house, I didn't get around to it." I fucking sat down. I was drawn.
Do fuck all virus.
I was drawn all week, and I was watching the 70s show. So it's my own fucking fault.
Jonathan said Tubbs was the Brie variant. Lots of cheese.
Oh man, if that was the case, I'd be oozing Uggo on my face, like.
Mick Holland, I would never block you. Scuba Pete is laughing. G-Force, I'm not aware of that one. You'll have to tell us. Is that from personal experience? Hide the sausage?
Hide the sausage?
No, Tubbs. It's down. Chris is here. Sorry, I'm late to the party. I was watching Titanic. Tubbs, there was plenty of room on that door for Brian.
Oh, man, I
like
would
the
fucking go
pose.
to my death to say that was a selfish act from fucking Rose. Like, let the poor fucking boy get out of the freezing
I would have
cold
left you
water.
go as well, Tubbs, to be fair. Like,
You wouldn't have let me go, man.
every man for himself and all that. Like,
Fuck that. You talk all this fucking nonsense. I'm your
Miriam
fucking
is here.
screen
Hi,
wife, man. You
Miriam.
would have saved my fucking ass.
The boys are showing some love. Hi, Miriam. Mick says, Smitty. Hey, Chris and Miriam. Manga Fananga. Hugs. Is that what that? I don't know what that emoji is.
That's Titanic.
Titanic. There we go. Scuba Pizza. Sup, Chris. Fuller's Figure says, Chris, how's the head? Chris says, how's everyone? So before we get on to our usual stuff, how was your week other than the Seabird, Tubbs? Get up to anything crazy?
Well, the C word got into our house for the second time in fucking 6 fucking months. Thankfully, it wasn't anyway as bad as it was back in January. It railed the whole fucking lot of us, killed us all practically in January. But we were grand this time. We were grand. But I was just stuck in boredom, so I was drawing a lot. I guess Brian will tell because I was sending Brian pictures constantly. Look what I drew! Look what I drew!
I think we should be worried about G-Force. First he was on about hiding the sausage, and now he's on about beating off a door with a paddle.
I mean, let's be honest. Everyone's got to beat off somewhere.
Well, that's true.
With something.
Dark Lycan is in the chat. Welcome, Dark Lycan. Baz.
Sorry, buddy.
Nice to have you here, dude. Tom is here as well. I seem to have arrived at the wrong time. Put it away, Tubbs. We know you're a real boy. Nokia's one was longer, just saying.
Dude, if it puts a smile on your face,
yeah,
I'm
go on,
happy
Tubbs.
to. Do what?
Go on, continue on. Your renting us.
Like, I mean, I'm assuming like this can probably because I don't have any like action figures this week and shit because I didn't get to leave my house. But
you're jumping ahead.
I am segueing in because I had done a lot of drawing. Right, there's one thing I did draw. I'm pretty fucking proud of how it turned out, so I want to show it.
Okay.
If that's cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Tubbs is jumping forward to show and tell. I guess I don't matter anymore.
It's a big giant picture of my.
Oh, so like it would still be too small for us to see.
Oh, it's on one of those post-it notes.
Go on, let's see it.
So basically,
we made you big.
I've been trying to get fucking better at drawing, as you know, Brian. So this one was kind of trying to like figure out shading has always been kind of like a ball to me trying to figure it out and everything else. But I came out with this the other day. I was actually pretty fucking proud of that.
That is really cool, man. I really like that.
Yeah, I was fucking deadly fucking proud of how that turned out. So I've been drawing. I'm just quick fucking and then this bad boy here.
Very nice. I like the mouth.
Nice. Yeah, so I was fucking. And what is it? There's one more. Just for Brian.
Nice.
Angry Batman.
Angry Batman.
Angry Batman.
You know, guys, when you showed me this, I was like, "Is that you, Tubbs? Because of your kids?"
That's me in the cowl, like, you know. And then I got like since I've moved on to the show and tell thing, I got handed a nice Father's Day gift in this.
Oh, nice! Evil Dead the game, pretty cool.
Yeah, man. Like, I think it runs the same way as Friday the 13th and fucking games like that, but apparently it's supposed to be fucking a lot more fucking open-ended and you can do a lot. Apparently it's supposed to be fucking like actually like a ton of fun to play, like killing deadites and fucking everything else, and there's a lot of different characters from all the different kind of movies and the TV show as well. Like, so that was my show and tell, short and sweet. But yeah, I did a lot of drawing, and I started a graphic design course as well.
Yes, you've had a good week, so
yeah. Outside of like, you know, like the figures and stuff,
no wonder you got some blowback in the universe getting going.
I mean, it was going too fucking well, man. It was going too smooth.
Now I'm worried about the rest of the week. Jonathan says, Tubbs, that week of drawing must have cost you a fortune in crayons. now, Jonathan, that's mean, and you know it. We all know he's stuck it up his nose. Howdy, Connor, Suba, Subtown Badge. Just everybody saying hello. And Fuller Seeger says, "Oh, that's fucking nice, Tubbs."
Thanks, buddy.
G4 says, very nice, Tubbs.
Nice, bud.
Mick says, nice. Sai says, oh, nice. Scuba Pete, there are smiley faces. And Mick says, a liquor from RE2. It could pass for that, but I suppose you were going for Venom, like, weren't you?
It is Venom, yeah. It is Venom, but it's I think it could. Yeah, I mean, you could alter a fucking head, and it's a liquor, like.
We're all liquors here, Tubbs. Manga Fangananga says the Batman. And James says that's some cool drawing, Tubbs. Good on you.
Thanks, buddies. Now, to be fair, right, I will say one thing. It ain't no fucking Joker fucking poster, though. It still ain't at that level. So, that's where I'm striving.
Tom says, nice work. Chris says, that's cool, Tubbs. Keep scribbling. As me and Sai said, drawing is life, but you do have to hold the pencil with 2 hands.
Yeah, because it's the shading, like
and you are a shady character, to be fair.
Yeah. I mean, no, but I mean, I even said it now. I'm going to invest in like alcohol markers and fucking incliners and all that kind of all this fucking stuff to bring the game up as I go. Because if I'm going to be doing this graphic design course, I'm going to have to build up the other side of it, the artistic side of it as well, so I can kind of blend the two together.
Mikey's in the chat. Welcome, Mikey. He said,
"Story speeder, man."
New segment, Steven Sketches. As long as it's not Steven Scratches.
That could be a thing.
Mick says, an actual game for your PS5, Tubbsy Wubbsy.
Funny story about my PS5. Anyone that has a PS5, right? Because I know you do, Brian. Right? But has any of you come across any issues with the fucking PS5 controller charging? Issues with charging it? Yeah, man, it's fucking. I'm having awful issues with the controller at the moment. Like,
Connor said he's like the Irish Ralph Harris. Oh God, don't start that again.
Oh my God, Brian, you can be my Jimmy Savile. It's just let's quit our jobs and join the BBC. Sorted.
I think the RT probably pay better to that.
But what do they pay you with?
I like Scuba Pete's one segment. Tubbs is sketchy because that's right on so many fucking levels. Look at those eyes, like, come on.
Levels of deviant art.
Yeah. Jesus, Connor. Irish Ralph Harris, fucking hell, Connor. Jesus, a bad state to put Chris off. Steven Sketches, me and Chris will come on now. There you go. That's a segment for your channel, Tubbs, when you get it up and running.
Do you know what, man? And anyone that has any advice for me while I'm kind of on this drawing journey, man, throw me fucking messages, send me some fucking tips. Because I just want to get fucking better and improve.
Connor or Johnny says, not a hope, Connor, a Tubbs singing section.
I don't know if I can hit some high notes, but I can hold a tune. That's what I'll say. Like,
so for my own, let me think now. I should finish the comments.
Sorry, I kind of just like segued right into it because I kind of found an opening.
Cool, man. This is how it goes. Like, we've no set schedule, really. It's a balancing act. Me kind of trying to keep Tubbs on a. So G4 says, when I switched my major to art, I had no fucking idea how expensive supplies were. And Chris says, I'll DM you some stuff, Tubbs. So no, there you go.
Thank you, buddy. I really appreciate that.
So where were we? Sean Tell actually put up the thing now. For myself, I'm sure you've all seen it already because I did a review straight away, try and capitalize on the newness of it. I shall make myself big. So this is what I got this week. The only thing really. Storm Kintaro. Absolute beast of a figure.
What a fucking sexy fucking piece of plastic, like.
And here he is. Oh. I have this fella to hand as well, so I might as well show two of them. Goro as well. I have Goro years, like, but make them kiss, Tubbs, as you want.
Well, you'd be proud of as well, Brian. I've actually started slowly taking my action figures and shit out of the boxes.
And also, if you saw the review, you'll know he did come with like extra ice arms for previous Sub-Zero as well.
Question for you though, because I meant to ask you this after I watched the video. What would happen if you didn't have a Sub-Zero and you couldn't get one, like that version, because he's gone? Like
I'm
you just have
sure.
2 Sub-Zero arms, right?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I'm sure you could put them on something else, but I suppose it wouldn't make much sense being on anything else. But yeah, yeah. I think this Sub Zero is still fairly available anyway. It wasn't a
They're
massive
fucking. I mean, they're so fucking good, man. That Kintaro is fucking like next level good. Like,
and I did finish my strong guy build the figure as well. I got the
yes,
last
I saw
playthrough.
that. Yeah,
So
you were
yeah,
like a big child when you fucking finished that one as well, because it took you like a fucking year, didn't it?
it was a slow one.
It was a
But
slow burn. Like,
also this week I went to a concert that I've been waiting to go to for 2 years because of
oh no, 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 no. I'm sorry to butt in on your story now, right? I went to a concert. The man hasn't been home since last Sunday, lads. Right? He's been concert whoring all over the country.
two times. I had been to 2 concerts in the last month, and before that, I had probably been to maybe 3 my whole life. So fuck you, Tubbs.
Yeah, that
Small
there was
little
a
shit show.
running joke all week, actually, wasn't
But yeah,
it?
I was at a
Brian, the
concert on
concert whore.
Wednesday, and I went to a wrestling show on Sunday as well, which was
Mm.
pretty fucking awesome. I hadn't been to one in years. Um,
And
Tubbs,
to be fair, you had
Tubbs of
like a
course was in.
genuine, legit smile on your face every picture you sent me, like, you know. So
I didn't
that
see
was
him,
good to see.
but yeah. So let's go through the comments before we go on to excuse me, our main topic. Where were we? So Chris says drawing stuff, not Ralph Harris stuff. Oh, he'd
Dude, I'll
take
take
either.
anything.
He'd take either. Don't worry. Johnny says
I'm easy like that,
Kintaro is
dude.
epic. Mick,
Mhm.
yours finally arrived yesterday. Um, Tom says I got some lovely charcoals a year or two ago, but I have no idea how to use some of the tools. A nice medium to work with if you persevere. No Tubbs
Now, I'll be
persevere.
honest, right? The crazy thing about the drawings here, like I used to always just sketch shit, man. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you remember, I was never a life drawing guy. I was always like comic book characters, superhero characters, and just fucking I was always cartoonish, you know. I just started drawing with circles and shapes. Just so I'd fucking give that a go and see
That's
if
how
I
you
can actually.
start, though, to be fair. Like,
Yeah, and then I was kind of going, I got to see if I can figure this shit out, because every fucking tutorial step by step I'm watching it's all circles, it's all shapes, it's all fucking, you know, it's all connected dots basically. And I was kind of going like, I'll try it, and then man, 3 pictures in, I was kind of going, oh my god, this is fucking insane how well this works. I'm going to start using this method more in future. So yeah, so it's working. So I'm gonna, and I've kind of started drawing at least once a day, trying
that's
to get
cool,
like at
though.
least. Yeah, do you remember I said
It's
to you, I
relaxing
mean,
as well. Like, I used to do it years ago. But
yeah, I mean, like some days are better than most, like the Batman and Venom and things like that, you know. But I even have one here, and it's not as good now. But I showed you, Brian, because of your show and tell you just had. Quickly, and we move on then. Where is it? Oh, I'm panicking.
don't panic. There's no rush. Viewers are leaving up. Yep.
I drew so much I can't find the page. Where is it? Oh yeah, here.
Oh, that is awesome, man.
But see, as you can see, like, do you know what I mean? Even with the like, this is it's coloring and shading. I need to get so much better at.
Yeah.
Like there's bits in there, but it's still very kind of flat, you know. But
Yeah.
it still turned out pretty damn good, though.
Yeah, hold on
But
a second. Hold it up there again.
Hmm?
You can't see now, but I have Goro in my hand. Well, yeah, it's not far off. Not far off at all, my friend. But
it's just it's as I said, it's the color palette. So this is why I'm going to buy. I'm going to invest in some equipment to kind of, you know, give myself a better kind of get more options, basically. Do you know what I mean? And just because I'm enjoying it, dude. I'm enjoying the whole getting back into the drawing thing and just fucking creating pictures and I'm really looking forward to finishing one big project I'm working on at the moment. Though. I know I've hinted at that a few times, but it's getting there. So
baby
once
steps.
that's finished, I'll showcase it on here.
Where are we? Connor said that figure is stupid levels of awesome.
Yeah, very much so.
Says, Tom, I like working in charcoal and pastels also. I remember using charcoal actually when I was going to school. I actually did art in school.
Charcoal is fucking a beast, man.
Class. It's class. Jonathan says Storm Collectibles seem to make very few figures and picking them up later is next to impossible. Yeah, they rarely like reuse the molds unless it's for the ninjas. Because like you got Motaro, Goro,
But
Shao Kahn.
even for what you even said, man, it like you can see that the price jumps up on these figures, right?
Yeah.
But you see what you're getting with them and how fucking good they look and everything when you put them out of the box. And that's the difference, right?
Mick said, I had the masked Sub-Zero but broke the post and the neck joint clean off. Yeah, I remember you telling me that. I was gutted for you, man. Because they're so expensive. It's such a pain in the backside when something happens.
I'm buying super glue now tomorrow to see if I can repair that fucking figure I broke fucking last week or the week before.
Size of video game figures. Yeah, I suppose. I've luckily touch wood, touch Tubbs' brain or something, that I've never had any breakages with them. Connor says smiles. He only sends me dick pics. I don't know what we walked in on there. Sai likes working in scat. He doesn't draw it, he just shits his pants. Gotcha, Mick. You try getting onto Storm for a replacement part. And G-Force just laughing. Chris, given the season Liverpool had, I'm with Sai on shitting the pants. Yeah, Liverpool done a lot of that this season. No, the figure wasn't salvageable, so I just threw him out. Oh no! The whole figure. Oh, you should have at least saved the body.
Oh, you could have totally have kept that man fucking and kind of reused some bits and customed it or some shit.
Yeah, man, that sucks. G-Force says, can't wait for my Storm Collectibles Ken the Eagle this fall. Yeah, that looks really cool as well. Sai says, keep going, Tubbs. I've had a pencil in my hand for the last 40 years and I'm still learning new techniques. Your work's definitely there. No. And Sai's stuff is
thank you, dude.
As we've seen.
Yeah, look, let's be honest, like fucking as I was saying, it's nowhere near that level yet, you know. But if I can someday fucking get something anywhere close to fucking killing joke posters and all this kind of jazz, you know, and I will happily fucking send them. If that's the deal I'll make, so all right. If I can get something to that level, I will return the favor. How about that?
Heard it here first, folks.
Send it back out into these, or if I can get it to that level, I'll
I was all in until I saw the price, G-Force. Yeah, they like the thing with Storm is they are very expensive, but like they don't release a lot, so kind of evens out across the year. I think I don't know, Mick, is this the second Mortal Kombat release this year? I think, and we're in what, June or July now. So I think Reptile was this year, and then you had Kintaro, and I'm not sure when Liu Kang is coming out. Probably the end of the year. So it does work out, even though like Connor is playing Taxi Man again. Yeah, he had to disappear for 10 minutes. Chris says Connor's comments aren't showing up. I ain't blocked him. D4 says, I know I kind of had to get it though, Jonathan. So he's had a pencil in his hand for 40 years. It's really hard to wipe his bum. Hey, Vader's girl's in the chat. Hey, Cat. Hi, Cat. Hey, Cat. Mick says, yeah, Reptile and Kintaro only MK figures so far this year. Yeah, I thought he was this year. All right. So just everyone say hello to everyone. So before we go on to the TV show chat, which is I'm just gonna go over these two Hasbro reveals from the last few days. And once again, like there has been a lot of talking and whinging and moaning and bitching and bawling about the prices. But I just want to where are we now? The Apocalypse that was shown. Let me do.
I saw some pictures online about that actually.
Bear with me as I'm not the best at this shit. So I'll start up here. So this is the new Apocalypse. It is it's on the same it's on a similar type of retro card as the Rhino figure, and it's about the same size as well.
But I mean, now don't correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, like as I said, it's just characterized. But I would have assumed an Apocalypse figure would have been like a much bigger scale.
Well, it is. They are like
Yeah,
they're.
but he's relatively fucking huge. Like, to be fair,
He's been portrayed as being a lot of different
I
sizes in the
suppose
comic.
no, not that. Yeah, he kind of has two forms, really, doesn't he?
So that's what it comes with. It comes with a blast effect. He's tentacles, two different hands, a cannon, and two different heads, which is more than the previous one came with, which was Age of Apocalypse figure Apocalypse, and there was a build a figure one as well. But what people are bitching about, right? This is about the same size as the Rhino one. What happened when Rhino was released was Hasbro made a massive pricing error, and it was knocked down to, I think it was 30 quid, 25,
And
30
this one
quid.
is like fucking jacked up price,
And this one is just the normal price.
40 quid.
40 euro, 50 euros, 40 pounds, which isn't bad at all for a figure that size. If you think about it, like, have I something similar? I have the Joe Fixit Hulk here, who's about the same size.
Hmm.
If you can see it there. So that's about the same size as Apocalypse is going to be. Like, they're all going up in price anyway. So like, you're going to pay that much for these figures if you want them. You know? I just find it a bit silly that still people are going on about the prices when everything has gone up anyway. But I
I
have.
do. Do you know what I mean? I was in Smith's. I can't remember. Was it today? I was in there today.
I don't know, Tubbs. I'm not you.
We were. I was in there today. Fucking Grace was picking up like credit and stuff. And I kind of took a walk down through the aisle and stuff. And I was even looking at like the Hasbro, like, you know, like the Black Series Star Wars figures, the Mandalorian and things like that.
Yeah.
And Jesus, man, they're so pricey. Like,
Yeah, they've gone up so much. Like,
for the size of them, do you know what I mean? Like, because they're not relatively massive figures in any way.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And then they're very fucking expensive. Like, when you think, I mean,
they're,
but inflation
uh,
has kicked the shit out of the world, man. To be fair, like,
that's it. Like,
mm.
he makes Scuba. Scuba Pete says talk about getting the lead out. Yeah, Jonathan. So, like, that's Mortal Kombat. There's 3 or 4 figures a year, but they do a load of different licenses. They do Golden Axe, Darkstalkers, Street Fighter. What else is there? I think they're starting Soul Calibur soon as well.
Oh,
Tekken.
really?
So I have 2 of the Tekken ones as well. I have a few of those on pre-order as well, sadly. But yeah, Mick is always trying to get me to buy Street Fighter, but no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, see, I mean, like, I wouldn't go deep on the Street Fighter. I'd literally settle with Ryu and Ken if I could get
That's exactly who I have, Ryu and Ken.
2 decent ones. Now maybe I'd stretch it out. Maybe Blanca.
He's not been made yet.
Yeah, so maybe if I can get like Blanca, I'd be like, I like it because I always loved him. Like, I love creatures, man. I love fucking
That's because you are a creature.
Exactly right. So I can fucking totally relate to the creature aspect of things. Like,
G4 says that Apocalypse looks dope though. He does. He looks really cool. He looks exactly like the.
Now I thought when I saw the pictures of him, I genuinely thought he was part of the old VHS animated X-Men series range.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying like, oh, it looks like that range, but not. It looks like it's in the classic. The other thing they call it. The cards, basically. Jonathan says, Brian, the price is fucking 50 quid. That's a pretty fair reason to moan. Yeah, but in the context of other figures though, like 28.99 for Legends as it is, some of them are 35, depending on
And
what
I'll be
line.
honest, I'm probably going to get fucking a ton of hate in the comments after this. When I see that kind of price on the Legends figures, man, and I only look at them for size because you know me, I'm a collector of things I like. But you know what I mean, because I don't have the bank balance to be an avid collector of every fucking range that's out there. Like, I mean, I wish I fucking did.
Like.
But it sometimes when I look at these figures and I'm looking at the size of them, I'm kind of like, that's not fucking worth, you know, 20 fucking 5, 30, 40, 50. Do you know when you look at it, you're kind of going, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I look at Kintaro and I'm kind of going like, well, I can understand why you're spending the money there because he's fucking
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The amount of detail that's in it. I've seen some of these figures like and just even the faces look fucking just pretty fucking basic and shitty, like, you know. And you're kind of going like I saw this guy follow this guy online, right, and he takes the McFarlane figures, show the actual base plate,
and throws them in the bin.
No, do what he does is, man, he goes on and he he's a fucking he head sculpts
Mm.
and he paints and stuff. And man, I've seen some of the pictures he's done for like taking like the Ben Affleck and the Henry Cavill Superman figures and putting the fucking basically fucking identical heads on from like what they're supposed to look like. And it alters the fucking figures straight away. Like you're looking at them going like that's what it's supposed to look like.
But like Jonathan, what I kind of mean, yeah, it's not. It's obvious. We know by now, like that the prices are too expensive. It's just that every time something gets released now, it's the same thing over and over and over again. I'm getting fatigue from it. If you
Yeah,
understand
yeah.
what I mean, like we should know by now that these are the fucking prices, and like no matter what moaning or bitching we do, it's not going to change. Like everything has gone up, and
Oh,
it's
everything.
if you like it, buy it. If you can't afford it or you don't buy it. It's not gonna. It's just I don't know. It's turning toxic a little bit. I don't know. For me, it's just tiring. Like I've stopped buying loads. I haven't bought. I haven't bought any of the last two waves of Legends. They're just too expensive.
Mm.
But I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna do like there's guys who do videos. Oh, Legends are so expensive. Yet you can see them in the fucking background. I know I can't say nothing because of those. But yeah, I just wanted to do a little rant basically. Um, what is the hand in the stormy pick, Brian? Connor, I went back and checked, and it's Gentle Giant 1/6 scale Han Solo statue. So if you want to have another look, I can go back in a sec. Kat says, hey, Jared. Mick says, I don't know there will be no more Storm released 3 so far this year. Okay, Mick. Go back. Where are we? Okay, so Tom says, have the Toy Biz one, so I'll pass. Sai says, me likey. The Kingpin only came with a cane and an alternate head, and that was before the prices went up, though. I think. Excuse me. Mick says, fucking. Tom says, oil crisis means plastic gets more expensive. And Mick says about Storm, way too many licenses Storm have. It's annoying. Jonathan says, I pay 50 for an MCU version of the Kingpin with the Hawaii shirt. But that's the same thing. You're doing the same. It's the same thing then as buying the Apocalypse, like, because it's just selection then, like, you know.
Or what you could do is you could buy the regular Kingpin, then buy a cheap ass Ken doll, and take one of his Hawaiian shirts off, and then alter that shit to fit that motherfucker. Job done.
Make do Brian Z. Zangief is great. Don't have the money for that. James says, and this is something I'd forgotten actually. Marvel Select have an Apocalypse coming out soon. I think I might go for that instead. I have a few Marvel Select, quite like them. I ain't bothered about figure scales, etc. I just buy what I like. Yeah, that's a good.
Exactly.
That's a good
I'm like that. I just buy the things I like, and things I can afford at the given time that I have the money to do it, which is great.
But I have the Marvel Select Ultron, and I was going to get the Marvel Select Watcher as well. But yeah, I'm interested to see what way that Apocalypse will look, because the one thing that puts me off about them is the lack of articulation. But for Apocalypse, you probably won't even need it anyway. Mick says M. Bison or Balrog in Europe is next for Street Fighter 2. Oh, that's the Mike Tyson ripoff.
Now I did come across which is definitely going to be like the next figure I think I might purchase. Is be the next one if I can fucking figure out how to kind of like push money that way. But I did find the Storm Collectibles Doomsday on a US site. Do you remember I was showing it to you? It was like it rounds out at about $150 with post and package. So I'm definitely going to get that. That's definitely one that I will be purchasing.
Tom says, James, a lot of the select figures work well with the Legends. Lobot says, Apocalypse is already sold out in Hasbro Pulse. So, like, obviously there's a market for it. Like,
of course, yeah.
It was the same with the last ones, the last bunch that were released. Everything sold out, despite tons of YouTube channels having rants about prices, this, that, and the other thing. They always sell out anyway. James says, I have Immortal Hulk from Select Jonathan. Savage. Tom, I have Juggernaut, another Butte, plus just got Abomination. I had Juggernaut and Abomination at one time. I found them a bit too big. They'd be great use as murder weapons, though, the size and the weight of them.
I genuinely read that wrong. I thought James was saying he had an immortal Hulk Hogan, and then I had to like double take and read it again. I was like, okay, he's on about the immortal Hulk.
G4 says, I like the way the bigger selects figures scale to legends. Jonathan says the Marvel Select Juggernaut is epic. Lobot, I like everything. Damn. That's been my problem for years, my friend.
I mean, I'm the same way, dude. I mean, fucking, like as I said, it's like, I mean, you could look at my movie collection the same way, like I look at your figure collection, Jack. And it's we all end up kind of, when you're a collector, you end up becoming a hoarder of space in your home. Like
that's what it all boils down to, really, isn't it?
Yeah, you stop collecting when you have no more space.
Yeah, well, no, I build more shelves, Tubbs.
I just start like gluing them to the roof.
It's stuck there forever now.
You can show helicopters and planes your collection then, like.
Okay, so yeah, Hasbro in high price shocker is the bottom line there. So Tubbs, let's get on to some TV show stuff. James says, sorry Tubbs, no Hulk Hogan. I have a Kurt Angle though. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Yes, it is.
Well,
speaking of fucking celebrities, this is a crazy fucking one before we jump onto the TV. Do you know who was in Limerick last night?
Yes, Bill Murray.
Bill fucking Murray was in one of our local pubs, like, fucking drinking. Taking pictures around Limerick City and all today, like.
He's like the celebrity that just appears in random places, like, to be fair.
How mental is that, though?
G4 says, I cut about 60% of my Legends buying by only getting MCU stuff. I don't collect MCU stuff at all. I cut all of those out. Sai says, fine line between collecting and hoarding. My house tells me that. Well, I've it all confined to this room, so I'm not too bad.
Mine is so fucking spread around my house that in my kitchen there's like a unit that should have cutlery that has like Empire magazines from like 1999 and graphic novels all stacked up inside this press, and it's like in the kitchen. I'm kind of going, I really need to buy a shed or build a fucking unit or some shit.
Okay, for the graphic novels anyway.
Oh, definitely, man, definitely. Fucking ridiculous amount of books, like.
Jonathan says Bill Murray seems to be in Ireland. Yeah, he's played golf in Ballybunion as well.
I mean,
a few times.
And but have you noticed that I've even said this as well? Even fucking Pollyanna McIntosh was in Limerick recently.
Explain to the chat who that is, in case they might.
Pollyanna McIntosh plays Jadis in The Walking Dead. I met her at Fright Fest and had conversations and chats. It was great crack. The reason I mention it is because we're starting to see a lot more famous names show up in Limerick lately. It's always like Dublin.
Tubbs, just get a bookshelf.
Yeah, I suppose I have to.
Ted says you don't need cutlery. Eat it with your hands.
Yeah, or those plastic spoons that just get fucking put in the bin.
Better for the environment anyway. No, they're the ones that are killing the environment.
And just lick the plate.
And we're back to licking again. How does that always happen here?
Let me tell you a story, Brian.
About how he licked the plate.
Once upon a time in a galaxy far, far away.
That's a nice segue. There was a story of an old man on a desert planet. His name was Tubbs. And he looked out. No, I'm not going further with that, actually. Just use the forks. Oh, Tez, you diamond. I feel you got the kitchen table covered with toy repairs. Dining room has toy finds to move into storage display. Then all my shit downstairs.
Yeah.
If I did that now, I kicked out the door or something.
I mean, yeah, but I think that you know what it is? It becomes very much a concentrated mess. Like to anyone else looking in, it's like you just have this huge mess, but you know why everything is where it is. Like, you know.
Tom says the lads in Sub City had serious problems with the select thing. The sheer weight of it meant it was effectively breaking out of the packaging. Well, that's a revolting development.
Shit.
We just ordered takeaway Tess. Just put it over there on top of the submarine. Yep, or stretch out with your peelings. Connor says, but everyone is a spork. Job done. Benefits of living alone. I can put what I want where I want. That is true. It's a good point. Okay, so you have watched Obi Wan Kenobi this week, Tubbs.
Oh yeah, of course I've watched Obi Wan Kenobi. I just didn't do the rest of my homework.
Okay, so let's get the negative shit out of the way. What didn't you like about the episode?
Absolutely none. No, I'm totally lying, by the way.
Okay.
No,
I have one major problem about it.
Okay, you go first, so.
No, go on.
Look, it's not even with negative stuff. Is my thing with this show is it's as I've said, I think I've said it 2 or 3 times on the show already. It's kind of trying to tell like 3 stories in a show that's supposed to be around Obi-Wan, and it's kind of distracting in a lot of ways. But then there's like stupid kind of things that they do. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, like Obi-Wan Kenobi is like looking after like Joe, Leia, and Luke, and he's trying to keep them hidden. But he's like, I have a plan. I'm gonna go fuck with Reva. Like, hey dude, you know that I just met on the other planet. Hold on my shit here with their with my mails and my messages and everything, John. And he just conveniently drops it, and Reva finds it. Things are like spoilers, by the way. But you know what I mean. It's very much a thing. Is like I have found in each episode I have been able to kind of go, that's kind of stupid. That's very silly.
Yeah.
And look, I don't know if I could write a better fucking show than the one I'm watching. All I know is I'm just really enjoying it. The things I did love were, as we get onto in a minute. But yeah, it's just there's kind of and even with Vader, I love the stuff with Vader. Like, I really do. I've loved everything that they've done, and now the visuals and everything looks so fucking cool. But I'm starting to think that Disney don't understand Vader or who he's supposed to be. Yeah, it's just strange.
So go further on that now. How do you mean?
It's like I've seen like some of the things they did. It's like, you know, I've seen it's like, do you know what I mean? He walks into the town and just fucking strangles some dude, breaks a kid's neck. I'm kind of going, oh my fucking god, this is insane. And that's when I think of like Lord Vader, that's what I think. Like Anakin in a fucking metallic suit full of rage and fucking anger. But then, you know, he's like dragging Obi-Wan through the fire, and then, you know, like, then more fire blows up, and he just stands there and looks around and just walks and just jogs on. He kind of did that again in 2 more episodes. He just kind of jogs on. It's kind of like, even with the thing with the ship, which looked really fucking cool. And to be fair, it was ripped clean out of fucking The Force Unleashed. I don't care what anyone fucking says.
They've pulled a lot in that game in this fucking show.
That's fucking Starkiller right there, you know? Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I just find it's kind of like they get him, and a lot of points in this show seem to be that way. Do you remember I even mentioned it about I can't remember, was it the 3rd episode? It was like 30 something minutes long.
Oh yeah, episode 3.
Yeah, do you remember? I think maybe it was the 3rd or 4th, maybe it was the 4th episode. Can't remember. But
episode 4 was the short one. Yeah.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there's certain points in these episodes that it is very much a thing of like, we'll do all this cool shit with Vader and we'll have these showdowns, and then we'll just have him walk off and he'll show up again in the next episode because he's done what we need him to do. Now we need the ship to leave. It just seems very A to B at times. Now, that's not saying I don't like the show, because I've really fucking been digging the show. And there's even some stupid shit in it that I'm kind of going like, do you know what? I can kind of see when I see things, I'm kind of going, oh, that's probably going to upset the internet. You know, the internet's probably going to go off on that. But it's not the best way I can put it is even the bad stuff that I'm seeing in the show isn't enough for me to not want to enjoy the show. Like I'm so looking forward to the finale tomorrow.
Mm.
Like I'm really looking forward to
I,
seeing
I
how that.
I pretty much agree with you on what you said. Like every
Like I
episode.
know I rambled a lot, like, but you
No,
kind of
no,
get the gist.
you have plenty good points there. Like
Mm.
every episode so far, I've really enjoyed, but also every episode has had moments where I'm like, that's a bit stupid, isn't it?
Mm.
No kind of thing that doesn't make sense or whatever. And like this week's episode, like I know, like I think we're in a great time slot for this podcast
Mm.
because tomorrow morning is the next episode. Whereas
Exactly. So like, there's been a week to
I've
digest
spent
it. Like,
I've spent like most of the week being on everyone else's podcasts on their chats and hearing what they have to say and I kind of have my own mind made up anyway, but I've had a lot
yeah,
of other opinions as well, and I think like there has been great bits in the show, really good bits,
yeah.
like the way, like I said, no, I said I'd deal with the negative first. First of all, Riva being surviving made no sense.
Um,
It's not that it made no sense. It's just not consistent with Vader's character. Whereas, as you said,
exactly. This is what I
he's
mean. But
ripping
the
people
things
around,
that's doing with
and
Vader, like, let's be honest. Like, I mean, look, I don't write Vader, but the Vader we've grown up knowing, or through comics and other lore and everything else. Let's be honest. He would have fucking killed her right there, right?
hmm,
I mean, like she. I mean, even though it's weird, like, because I think in a strange way in my head, I was thinking, it was like, does he kind of respect her a little because she tried to fucking.
and guys in the comments, I am seeing your comments. We will get to your comments once we're
Cool.
through here.
But
So yeah, go on.
yeah, the thing with Riva, see what I mean? Do you remember I was saying about getting like from point A to point B?
Hmm,
It just seems like they left Riva alive to go, oh, she found the thing with the message.
hmm. But
Oh, so
they didn't
now I'll
know that.
go to Tatooine. Do you know, now that gets
They didn't
her.
know that. Like so,
Oh yeah,
like
no, but what I mean is it's kind of like it's one of those things where like it's like now they've kind of like she's the one that picked it up. Do you know what I mean?
hmm,
And she was kind of left to live in like Jonathan, they left her in the gutter where she was found, all that kind of crack. But then she finds it. So this is now like, oh, this is how we get her here. But when you're building, when you're building something, or you're writing a plot or you're writing a story, you're kind of going like, all right, we need something here. This needs to go here, and we need to get this person to here. So we need to kind of design this. It seems like they're designing it, but they're putting the design on the screen. If you get me.
yeah, Jonathan has a very similar
Mm,
take there. He said it's like the writers picked the easiest method of getting a character from A to B instead of putting in the work
mm.
to make the actions fit the character. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Totally
that's
agree
that's
there.
kind of my major
But like,
criticism of the show. It has felt like it has been a very from A to B dynamic of certain things. It's like they'll do something to get these. It's like the ship, do you know what I mean? How epic it looked when he pulled it out of the fucking thing and ripped the fucking entire side of it
and then
off.
there was just another one sneakily behind it.
And to be fair, I know you like the lads in the chat can even tell me this. I don't know if there was another ship behind the one that took off because I don't fucking remember seeing it.
There wasn't space for a second one.
Exactly. So where the fuck did the second one come from? And then I've heard
Yeah,
people go
didn't
like,
make
oh,
sense to
Vader
me.
wouldn't fucking, like Vader should have just ripped the other ship down. I don't believe that's what happened. I think he sensed Reva coming behind, and that's when he turned his attention to that. That's what I feel happened there. But yeah, I mean, like visually, man, just some fucking amazing. Like me and you talked about it, like that throne room scene, or not throne room, that like fucking interrogation room scene with Obi Wan, lighting up the stormtroopers with the
Mm.
fucking lightsabers and stuff last week. Um, that was gold. Like, and another scene, to be fair, ripped straight out of the Force Unleashed again. You know,
Like
visually.
the only thing, and that's the only bit I have really a major issue with because it made like the Grand Inquisitor came back and he said, "Oh, revenge is a great motivation to heal or whatever,"
Mm.
and then he didn't take his revenge.
Yeah,
So
see,
kind
this
of,
is why my point is I was kind of going, as like I feel, even though they're probably going, like, this is what I think is going to happen. I don't know if it's going to come true. I think by leaving Riva alive, is she now going to turn to the good side? But then I don't know. My biggest worry is by doing this A to B shit, like getting these characters into these places. And my biggest worry is like, because I have said from the beginning, I was like, no, look, I don't think they'll fuck up the canon, leading to a new
No, I
hope.
don't. No, I don't
I
think they
think
will.
they'll build it, but I'm worried that they might now.
No, I don't think they will because he'll have to stop her before she gets to Luke anyway because Luke has never seen a lightsaber. Right. Hey, Grace.
Hi, Brian.
Nah. Go to bed.
Good night.
Don't
Night.
take me shit, Grace.
Microwave's broke, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Good night.
So what we're going to do now, Tubbs, is we briefly chat about it. Let's use the comments to take our direction. So Jonathan says the music for Kenobi sucks. My major issue with the series. Yeah, see, I've never even noticed the music.
Now I have noticed, like, but like I don't understand. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Is there like a rights thing? I mean, it's fucking Disney. They own Star Wars. But why can't you play the Imperial March? Why can't you have like
anything?
Do you know what I mean? Like because
now, maybe like I thought about this. Maybe they want to differentiate this.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, like if you have Darth Vader on screen, you're already going back to the Legends box. Do you know what I mean? Why not bring his Legend fucking music with him?
Yeah, that's true.
Do you know? Let's be honest, right? Let's be honest about it. Fucking like if you bring the Undertaker out, right, to do that big long walking entrance, are you going to have his iconic fucking music, or are you going to have fucking the Beach Boys playing in the background? Do you know? Let's be honest.
That would be hilarious.
I'd love to fucking see it. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, it's just fucking weird, man.
So Tom says on the select discussion a while ago, I have Colossus, Juggernaut, Sabretooth, Thing, and Thor. On celebrities, sure, there's a new studio in Limerick, so you may see a lot more in the future. Yeah, the Tri Studios. Roland's review says, I reckon Obi-Wan will Jedi mind wipe Princess Leia. She knows far too much shit. Also, that was the other thing that kind of mildly annoyed me, but not really, is the fact that she's like a tech genius that can fix like hangar doors and things now as well.
Yeah, and
Mary too. Oh, their internet's gonna love that.
But yeah, I mean, like, are they gonna fucking C-3PO and R2-D2 her at the end of this fucking show? Like,
I don't think you can do that to humans.
And her father will be the one to do it. Bring her for fucking memory wipe there, like.
Sai says to Obi-Wan, we meet again and again and again. Jonathan says, Kenobi loses his saber. No worries, the fight is still on. Anakin loses his saber and the fight is suddenly over. What the fuck? That's some cheating bullshit there. I don't agree with that though. He was teaching him a lesson. There wasn't an actual fight there.
And there's one thing I will say that one thing I did like about this episode was the flashbacks mirroring the direction of the episode.
Yes, exactly.
I really did like that. And what I also loved was when Reva was fighting Vader, he never drew his lightsaber once. He took hers off her and threw one back to her.
Like it in half and threw back to her.
Do you know what I mean? Like I was kind of going like fucking because I mean, and that just goes like, and this is why I was kind of thinking to myself afterwards: is this why he left her alive? Because like he didn't even draw his own weapon on her. Like so, he never saw her as a real threat.
Sees her as an insect, basically.
Kind of like time with her food type of a thing. Do you know what I mean? But it'd be interesting.
That was great. That whole section was amazing. Like she was trying her hardest. He was like,
and she's spinning the fucking blade, and he's just slowing it down and fucking everything.
Third off her shoulder, kind of thing. Like
I love
that. Vader, like arrogance.
And to be fair, I did feel like I said this to you in the last episode of Kenobi. I did feel like you were seeing a little bit more of the old General Kenobi coming out, and it felt more. And it did feel like that in this as well when he was like fighting the stormtroopers and he was blocking all the fucking shots and stuff. Which I said this I was like people were saying in the comments that I thought it was funny. It was like, oh, these must be like the first like batch of stormtroopers that were like really, really, really shitty shots. And then they just they were trying to get better as they went, and they kind of were a little better by A New Hope. But he said, fucking, they were still pretty bad. But he said these were like, because they were like shooting in corridors and like hitting no one.
Again.
But like there was good moments.
Mr. Vader, I presume. Hello there. Jonathan, we read that one. Tom says, agreed. Tubbs, Vader is overpowered. Why didn't he use those moves against Obi-Wan in the movies? That's because they had no CGI and shit back then.
But I wonder. I mean, it won't happen because I think this has already kind of been broken. I think I said this as well. And Jonathan Redmond actually fucking like spanked me with logic on that point. When I was on about like, oh, I wonder will this show with the Obi-Wan and Vader fight is probably going to happen in tomorrow's episode.
I think it will. On Mustafa.
I'm wondering like will something happen that slows him down? Like will he take battle damage to the point when you see him in A New Hope that's why he's slower to kind of try to connect the dots. But then Rogue One, he's a fucking beast.
Yeah. But he has been only using like one hand in this series as well when he's been fighting.
True.
If you notice that. Size of spoilers, it goes back to Tatooine and becomes a dirty wizard. Dirty wizard. That scene was shot 40 years ago, plus George thought the movie was a one-off.
Yeah.
G-Force says, crazy theory, Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen were killed by Reva, not Stormies. Oh, don't let them fucking mess with the canon.
Do you know that? She stayed there because Owen liked her.
He says, lads, hi all in the chat. Tubbs, I hope you're doing okay, mate. Pretty confident Haja assumes Kenobi's identity and goes on to train Luke in another Hope.
Smugs, I'm actually doing a lot better, man. Thank you.
I, of course, joke. Great to have you in the chat, my friend. But can you imagine the outroar or the uproar from that and the outrage?
But this is the thing, right? I know Ewan McGregor wants a season 2, and I know there's been talks of a season 2.
I mean, he said he'd like to play the character again. Comments blown out of proportion. You have to remember.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, like he'd like to come back to the role again. But if this is a one and done, like this is the only issue with tomorrow's episode. It's like they really have to kind of stick to landing and connect.
Isn't it a very Marvel Studios problem though as well? How many times have we said this coming into the last episode or the last 2 episodes? Oh, there's so much to wrap up now. What are they going to do? And they always
but what I mean is with this show specifically, if this is a one and done, this needs to like connect the dots to A New Hope.
Chris, that's a great comment. I have an answer for it, I think. He said, I have a question, and before everyone kicks off, I'm the worst offender. But when do we get all so nitpicky about the stuff we enjoy? When I was younger, I didn't care as long as it was entertaining.
Yeah, now, I agree.
My answer to that is we are looking at these shows through a completely different 30 to 40-year-old cynical lens, whereas as kids, flashy lightsabers and blasters, we didn't care.
There's a level of fucking,
and there wasn't the internet either as well that magnified every.
Do you know what I think it is? I think it's in your face too much, so you can't help but get kind of like caught up in it.
Yeah.
It's to some point. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't think definitely me and you anyway. Like I mean, look, we talk about things maybe we didn't personally like, but I wouldn't sit there like I mean, dude, I think Man of Steel is a fucking amazing film, right? I know there's a lot of people that like give me shit for it. All jokes aside, but the point I'm trying to make on that one is I never change my view on that because I love that movie. Like we're allowed to like what we like, and I do agree with Smithlord. Like it is a shame that so much of the world has gotten like everyone kind of has an opinion on things, and it was like, oh, I didn't like this, and this didn't work for me, and that's totally fine. But it's when it becomes a thing of like, fuck this show and everyone involved in it, I'm going to burn their fucking parents' house, and I'm going to pull an Ezra Miller on it. Do you know, fucking take your child down to fucking Hawaii, all that fucking lunatic shit. That's when it reaches kind of a different level of fucking weirdness and really shittiness, and then it's no longer fun to be a fan of that thing.
Well, like
do you know what I mean?
Like the people that we talk to in here and in other live streams are not like that. Like,
no, and this is what I like about this
anyway. But like, there is people out there. Like I know we're running over all ground here. Like, but just make up Twitter pages, YouTube channels off the back of being fucking hateful idiots.
But isn't that the sad thing about when in
Society.
general about talking about Star Wars in general now?
Societal problem.
But it has become that thing. It's kind of like you talk about Star Wars or your love for Star Wars. It's kind of like you're taking on a little bit of baggage
It's become like a
when you
badge
like
of
Star
honor.
Wars
Like,
nowadays.
fuck
Like,
Kathleen Kennedy.
but like to your point, man, is what and even Smith was saying there. When we were kids, like, dude, remember seeing fucking like A New Hope, especially Empire. Remember seeing Empire for the first time? Blew your fucking mind out of your head. You didn't even spot any of the stupid shit you probably spot nowadays.
Oh, that ATST has only hasn't.
Like, see, like it's stuff like that don't bother me at all, man. It's just I found with this, it's with this show especially is, and it's not even a fucking thing that like as I said, as I've said it hasn't made me not like the show. I still love the show. I still enjoy watching. I can't wait to get up on Wednesday and watch it, and that's a good sign. Like that's when you know a show has enough in it to keep you entertained.
Yeah,
But
totally, yeah.
But I have gripes with it. I don't hate it. I don't hate any of it. I have little personal issues with some things, but that's just and that could be anything. That could be because I'm older now.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly, Chris.
I am that old man that's screaming at the kids to get off my lawn. You know.
No, it's all that hat was an imperial issue at the time. Fuck Disney. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, G-Force agrees too. Connor says, right on, Chris. And Connor, to be fair, every time like we always chat about Star Wars, he's the first one to say, well, I fucking loved it. I don't know what you're thinking, you're talking about.
Dude, like, I mean, I know I always go back to the Man of Steel as a point of fucking reference first, but like how many times have like we like sat in groups and there's been a running joke about it, and I literally sat there and was like, I don't care. I just fucking loved
I saw
the
Man
movie.
of Steel twice in the cinema, so I can't say nothing.
No, but you know what I mean? It's like I totally agree with what you're saying there. Is it's dude, it's entertainment. You know, we're supposed we're allowed to like what we like. I mean, there's yourself, and that's something I like about entertainment is there could be 100 people in this
it's
chat.
Not for everyone. Not everything is for everyone.
Not 100 people are going to like the same
for
thing.
You basically,
and that's what makes it good. But the thing I've always said is, if you don't like something and it's not working for you,
that's cool.
Move on to the next thing. Jog on down the road. Tom
says, true, Jonathan, but the writing seems to not be using parts we know about the characters. Yeah, that like every criticism is valid as well, you know.
I mean, it is like, you know what I mean, but it's
all the stories suffer from bullshit writing in parts. Mando goes from badass dude in one scene to another tool in the next. Yeah, he does, and everyone holds that up as the fucking the premier show. So, tip of the hat to say, Tom, that's because writers don't know the material. Lead writer let it slip in the material. In the interview, he didn't watch the prequels. Yeah, that's no good.
I didn't know that
now. Yeah.
Like the crazy thing about it is, right?
We need to.
I've heard more people.
Of crack.
But I genuinely heard more people bitch and moan about, but that makes no sense. Like fucking, they were in a hallway shooting each other and blah, and one person got fucking shot. I've heard loads of people bitch about that, right?
I got that about 20 times as well, to be fair.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Human fucking shield and sacrifice. There was a lot in that fucking scene, like logically fucking withstanding. But
extras are just extras anyway.
God, what was the point I was trying to make?
Fuck knows. You were saying about
I heard two people, right? And it didn't bother me in any way, shape, or form. It really didn't. I didn't watch the entire prequel fight scenes with Obi Wan and fucking. I actually fucking thought it was cool to see the mullet back and the braid and Anakin with two hands. But everyone, let's be honest, you could clearly see he wasn't fucking the same age.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, I
love seeing him back.
But people were saying, Linda was like, they barely de-aged him, and I was kind of going, I didn't even know that.
I don't think they even did.
I was kind of going, I didn't even think they de-aged him at all.
No, I don't think so. Because
to be fair, and even if they did or they didn't, I didn't look at it in any way and kind of go, oh man, Jesus, that's so distracting. I was kind of going, man, this is fucking awesome.
It's fucking great, yeah, to see him back.
Do you know what I mean?
Tez says, how can you have not seen the prequels? Ringy's in the chat. Welcome, Ringy, my friend. He said they haven't used the Imperial March once.
Yeah,
Unfortunate. Like, and maybe
unless they're saving it for the last fight.
the Emperor mixed up that music for him after this.
Mm.
You're so cool. You get to have your own team tune, my friend. Lord Vader.
You haven't got to that level yet, Vader.
Use the original music for the trailers, but not the actual show. Makes zero sense.
I agree with you on that. It's like you had Jewel of Fates and everything for the trailers, which blew my fucking mind when I first heard that. I was like, oh my god, nostalgia. But and then
Fuller says,
they didn't have it in the movies or in the show.
Tom says, didn't Boba Fix and Fennec and Timothy Oliphant's character sort of mean anyone can come back? Yeah.
Dude, I will be 2 minutes, alright?
Yeah, I'll keep reading the comments. Go on.
What?
You go leak yourself. They're dead? No, they're not. Maul started the whole I'm not dead yet. The only one that hasn't come back is Qui-Gon, which might change tomorrow. Who knows? He should have Count Dooku'd her. That's what I thought he was going to do when he was holding two sabers. Yeah, I think a lot of people were saying that as well. Tom says could be a royalty issue with John Williams. He's probably on serious money from the movie contract. That's another good point. Money. Mick says good thing you finished that sentence, Tubbsy Bubsy. Mick says Dr. Smuggles. Jonathan, and Jesus, that was a long time I said that ago. Vader only fights one hand most of the time, and when shit gets real, he goes two-handed for attacks. Tez says not sure, but wasn't Vader's match first heard from Empire Strikes Back? It was, wasn't he? When he just came, I think it was Empire Strikes Back. Mick Sai says, how did Vader know Luke got it for Christmas? He felt his presence. Oh, Christ above, Simon. I should have read that when Tubbs comes back. So I get your cup for put my foot up your ass. Thank you, Chris. It made me laugh. So taxi for Simon. I thank you. Here all week. Good thing we're not paying you then. Still better jokes than your radar worshipping brother. Wait, that's a shabby one, to be fair. Shabby joke. So John says, Christ, the original Chris, the original trilogy movies were pretty well written story-wise. The prequel got tons of shit for bad writing, so it has been a thing and not just a current way of viewing Star Wars. I don't think the writing was as so bad in the prequels. More the dialogue was bad. The dialogue was fucking terrible. Poor Hayden. Okay, so Tez says Doomcock and Geeks and Gamers just slammed everything from Disney. That's all their content is about. And when they say they are true Star Wars fans, but never celebrate what they actually like, tossers. Let's get pulling Ezra into the vernacular. I agree. He'd be gone like a flash. Ringy says, to be fair, Rollins, it's the Disney Star Wars they don't like. They love the original trilogy. Yeah, but Star Wars is Star Wars. It's not who makes it. Like, Chris says, so there's someone out there that calls himself Doomcock and expects to be taken seriously. Fuck me, the world's going to hell. Yeah, unfortunately, I've heard of that guy as well. Connor says Gloomcock, but he does get some things right. If you throw a ton of shite, some of it will land on the spot. Yeah, that works. Ask DC. Yeah, but
speaking of DC, man, have you fucking
no, not yet.
Oh no, have you seen about the Flash?
It's all leaked online.
Hmm.
Let's get through the comments and we'll talk about that then.
All right, cool.
Yeah, but they don't have any content about the original trilogy. Just making money on slagging new stuff off. Sai says Warner Brothers just been on the phone. Due to my physique, they want me to replace Ezra Kid Grabber as the Flash. Ezra Kid Grabber. Watch out! Mind your kids; they'll be gone in a flash.
Oh man, it's fucking bonkers. Like
Jonathan says, Doomcock and Mike Zero get nothing right. None of their predictions come true, apart from crap. Oh, Disney are making a new Star Wars or Marvel show. G4 says, as Star Wars fans, we've many years invested So I get why some bitch and moan, but like Chris said, it's for entertainment. Just try to have fun and not nitpick it to hell.
No, I do agree in that, even though, like, because look, we're doing a podcast where we kind of talk about it and
Yeah,
stuff.
we
having a
are
conversation.
purveyors of this stuff as well, like so.
But I do see that point as well, and I do look at it now in a way that you kind of go like, we are like in one way, we are living in a generation now that is fucking spoiled for this
Spoiled
shit.
for
Like,
content, yeah.
when we were growing up, dude, we had like a movie every fucking year or every 2 years, whatever we had to wait.
And it was
You know,
most likely shit.
yeah, do you know what I mean? It was kind of, but it wasn't shit back then because I think there was so little of it, and it was so spread apart that like you just, even if it was bad, you were like, oh yeah, you had another Fantastic Four movie. Do you know, you're gonna, do you know, you were like you were kind of going, oh Jesus, there's not a lot of it out there, so I'll take what I can get. Now it's saturated, like, so
Yeah.
now people are, and it has become a thing. There's so much of it there that people are no longer kind of going, oh my god, I love this stuff. Oh my god, look at the shit, right? Like,
People
it's
didn't
not
talk.
even like,
People didn't talk about stuff like writing and editing years ago. They just watched movies.
I mean, no, look, I do get it because at the end of the day, as I said it, and we said it here a while ago, like we're here sitting talking about things that didn't work for us and, you know, the pacing and kind of, you know, get from A to B and things. And that is a thing you do spot when you watch a show and you're invested in it and you kind of go, oh, this isn't working for me. You start to kind of nitpick. It's a human thing to nitpick. Do you know what I mean? But I do agree with what Smith Laura was saying a while ago, that it's become everything now.
Mm.
It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's Star Wars,
Like,
the MCU, DC, fucking dude. The Simpsons is getting fucking slapped with it. Like, you know, like it's everything.
Simpsons
You know what I mean?
invented years ago, though, to be fair.
Like, if you're a fan, and this is one thing I've actually had a conversation with my mate the other day. If you're a fan of anything now, then be prepared to defend it as much as you love it.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be so much kind of push and pull on everything. It's not just Star Wars. It's not just MCU or DC or comics or, you know, it's fucking everything. Politics, fucking soccer, fucking. It's just
it is.
the way
It's everything. Because I was just about to say, right?
And I think, to your point a while ago, Brian, it's because of the internet. It's because of the fucking 24/7 fucking information base.
It's constantly
You can turn
there.
your phone on.
Constantly there. There's no break.
Yeah, and it's like the Ezra Miller thing. Like, as I said,
I've developed like I don't know, hard skin or whatever the fuck you call it. Because I was scanning through my Twitter fucking feed there like this morning, and there was like, I went into a thing about Arsenal Football Club. I went into a thing about Stranger Things, and I went into something else about wrestling, I think it was. And in every comment, in every thread, the hate in all of them, like, I'm like, oh, I don't need this. Why is it this? I unfollow these people, like.
If you, to use Star Wars terminology, did the Empire win?
Jeff or what's his name?
Because the bitterness and the hatred in the world at the moment, and this is what's wrong, is that there's so much of it in the world, it's starting to bleed into the things that are supposed to be fun.
Yeah, they're supposed to be escapism for us.
Yeah, but it is actually starting to bleed into it, which is fucking a shame, really.
I think as well, like a lot of people since the pandemic who didn't watch this shit had nothing better to do on their time off and started to watch it, and now like, oh fuck this is crap.
And look at it this way, I mean, and this is when we also live in a kind of a generational bubble as well, where everyone's an expert, buddy.
Yeah,
you know, everyone puts a video like us. You know, we're talking absolute bollocks, you know. But we kind of think we know what we're talking about.
Somewhat intelligible, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it's up to the jury's fucking decision on whether we're intelligent about how we speak about things, or if we're just completely fucking idiots. Yeah, but no, my point being is, it has created this thing where people, like, you can just make a video now and you can bash something.
Yeah,
and
that
people will watch it, and it'll cycle.
That would get more views than like praising something.
And it's a mindset now.
Chris says it's the red letter site turns you into deviant. You put that suit on, you're getting rent boys to hold you. Wow. Hold chihuahuas to your bum for a deep lick. I think they call that a deep clean. Anakin is the 40-year-old Padawan. I saw that meme actually.
Dude, to be fucking fair though, he never fucking listened to his master. So like
No.
he technically fucking is a Padawan. He never graduated. Like
Yeah, fair enough. But to be honest, I stopped judging stuff from others. Say I just watch for myself now. Yeah, exactly. That's what I do. I don't even
exactly.
watch.
Yeah.
I don't even watch reviews really anymore until after I've watched something.
And to be
Uh,
fair, like I used to watch like because I'm like it's the internet. We all get fucking we all fall down the rabbit hole of this shit now. But do you ever watch guy Jeremy Johns?
I've heard of him. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I used to watch his stuff, and he was always kind of on ball with stuff, man. He never used to kind of like hate on stuff for the sake of hating on it, but if he didn't like it, he'd say it. But even lately, he's just gone like, shit, don't fucking go watch it, John. This kind of shit. And kind of go
Like
like,
it's gotten to a point like to bring it back to the Hasbro thing for a second. The guy that owns the Big Bang, he posted on the Marvel Legends Ireland page about the price of Apocalypse, and he actually has to say now, lads, don't shoot the messenger. Like, it's Hasbro's fault that he's 50 quid, not mine.
yeah,
It
yeah,
comes from-
exactly. It's
comes
kind of like,
everywhere.
yeah,
Smith Lord says precisely G-Force. I hate a Book of Boba, but didn't go out of my way to spoil it for others. Just watch the shit. It's the guy. It's like the guy on that stream we were all having a go at. Oh yeah, actually the Joker guy. That was hilarious. We were all having a go at the other day. So we were all on some other crowd speech or stream, and there was this guy just doing the whole fuck Kathleen Kennedy, fuck Disney, fuck Star Wars, blah 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 blah. I hate everything. And yeah, we just all went in and we had a little bit of fun with him.
but I mean, to be fair, like you've heard me go on rants about shit on this show, right? And let's be honest, like 90% of the time it's for shits and giggles, and I'm ripping kind of like I'm playing up the act or whatever, But yeah, I mean, look, there's a 10% that I
know
might
you,
have,
Tom,
have an
you're not
actual
acting.
rant, and I might not like something. But you know me long enough to know I've never been one to like shit on someone else for
Yeah, you're
not
not
liking
going to
something.
say, you better not watch that because you're stupid if you do.
No, I mean, like
Kind
I'll
of
have my
thing.
opinions about stuff, dude. Do you know what I mean? I've always had my opinions about things, and if I didn't like something or if I love something, but I just don't see the point of coming after someone or getting just aggressively fucking stupid about things that are, let's be honest, that's fictional characters. It's all make believe, you know.
So let's
At the
just
end of
slide
the
down through the comments because we're eating into time. Smithler says I was quite restrained, I thought. Totally, dude. I don't know what the fuck I'm watching, why I'm watching their stuff. I need to go and rethink my life. Yeah, Tez, rethink your life and stop being a rent boy while you're at it. Tez, wanna buy
Can
a
I just say
wanna
one
buy a
thing before you go? Can I just say one thing before you go
Of
forward?
course
Right?
you can.
Do you know the way like the world has gone all this cancel culture shit, and it's like, you got to watch your P's and Q's and whatever. This is what I love about this fucking show and the community and the lads in the comments, man. Because as off the chain as we can be with our shit, they're as off the chain as we are, and it's
We're
the
all of a
fucking perfect marriage, man.
similar
I
breed.
love
I
it.
think that's the problem.
Fucking rent boy. I haven't
Um,
heard that in fucking years. Like,
I'm too old to be a rent boy. I'm off to smoke a dead stick, Scuba. You want some dead sticks? Such a stupid scene from like Attack of the Clones, and we're at the start. You don't want to smoke dead
yeah.
sticks. You want to get better. You want to move on with your life. I don't want to smoke dead sticks. I'm moving. Move on in my life. Ringy says, I remember dreaming about ever seeing Batman and Superman in a movie together, and your dream became a nightmare.
I'm sure Martha was happy.
Jonathan says, at least you're smoking and not sticking it up for ours. They never did explain how those things work. Isn't that the rumor, like, you stick a cigarette up your arse, you blow smoke out your mouth?
I
It was
did not know this.
Remember in South Park when they were like sticking like food up their arse and they were shitting it out?
Yeah, there's a new movie out.
Yeah, it's not great.
Oh, is it not? No, all right, okay.
There's a difference in critically analyzing a show and bitching that Disney didn't give you the story you had in mind. Yeah,
See
precisely.
now that point right there, that point right there is, do you remember what you were saying about expectations?
Don't have any.
But I think that's what's wrong with people. I think you have an expectation, you have an idea, and you've wrote the thing in your head already. Like, oh, they're gonna, this person's gonna show up, and this is gonna happen. And then when it doesn't, you're going, they don't know what they're doing. This is a shit show. It's fucking terrible. You're going, no, you just wanted other things, and that's not the story they were telling.
Well, except if it's a Sony movie, to be fair.
Yes. Yeah, but let's be honest. You've said this.
The
expectations are very low on those movies.
The new Predator movie has gotten so toxic too. See, I zone out so much. I haven't even seen any toxicity around that.
I mean, all I've seen is the trailer, and it looked pretty okay.
I love the idea of going back to the fucking Comanche times and stuff. Very similar to the first one.
And now I did hear a fucking one thing about like was like going, well, how would I speaking in English? Like makes no fucking sense.
Well, you can watch it in Comanche if you want, like so.
Exactly, they give you the fucking option. You can watch it in Comanche. It's completely dubbed.
Chris said it's not even out yet. I'm personally really looking forward to it. Same here. I think it looks fucking awesome. I can't wait to fucking see it. Great game.
And it's R-rated, right?
Yeah, R-rated, so it's going to be
Yeah.
violent as all hell. Great game is here. Welcome back, dude.
Sorry.
He says, hello, everyone. How are you today? Jonathan says, the only negative stuff I heard about the new Predator movie is that it ripped off some fan-made one done years ago. I haven't even heard that, actually. Me too, Chris. Connor says, I think the new Predator movie looks good. I think it looks awesome. Ringy says, the premise of the new Predator movie is good, but come on, there's no way a girl who can't weigh more than 90 pounds soaking wet is going to defeat the Predator. I don't care how good at hunting she is. Interesting.
Yes, but did you ever stop to think, right, that maybe when all else fails and she realizes, all right, I'm not big enough and I'm not strong enough to defeat him, I'll just get him out. And the Predator's like, and he stopped like.
I know, I've seen the trailer. I haven't seen the hate, but I'm pretty sure it's something to do with wokeness, being a woman fighting a fucking Predator.
Yeah.
Ellen Ripley, that's all I'm going to say. Ellen Ripley killed the whole fucking nest of aliens in 1980, whatever year it was.
Yeah, can I just say one thing? Not to stay on the subject or whatever, but that's what wrecks my head about this whole like, there's no strong women in movies. Yes, there fucking is. It's got, but like
Sarah Connor.
No, there hasn't been. Let's be honest. It's always been more male than women. We can all agree with that. But to say there's never been, like, look at Scream. Look at the uproar over Scream at the moment. Because the studio won't shell out money or whatever the fuck is gonna. You're losing one of your like franchise players. You know, it's stupid. Fucking now women are awesome. They fucking kick ass.
Mick says Transformers fandom is the same. TFW 2005 forums can be ridiculous in terms of negativity and hate, e.g. the old ID comics more than meets the I series. Yeah, like fandoms in general can be fucking. Connor says, Ringy, you've clearly never met a woman from Kulak. Or the Island Field, Tubbs, am I right? And I'm like in Limerick.
What do they call it down there? It's a God's cruel joke.
In Limerick, the women are the predators.
Yeah, no, but I've always referred to it as God's cruel joke. Like it's like fantastic bodies, and then they turn around and it's like smashed faces. You know, like it's like the top does not like it is not advertised the way you thought it was from behind.
Drapes, is that what you were trying to say?
I don't even know.
That's a good fan movie too, but I think it should link into the pistol from Predator. Yeah, that would be really cool actually, where he fires the pistol at Harrington, is it? Or Harrigan? The guy that Danny Glover plays anyway.
Yeah.
And realistically, there's no movie that can be as bad as The Predator. That was the last one, wasn't it? Yeah, it was fair shit.
See,
I love the one with Adrian Brody in it though, Predators, where they went to.
Yeah, but see, I've always said this, and this goes for like the Transformers movies and all this kind of stuff.
No, I have not.
It's like when you start to interact, like making humans the focal point of a story about characters that aren't human. Do you know that kind of shit?
Yeah.
Just
like there has like Bumblebee is the only good Transformers movie, and that's because it focuses on the personality of the fucking car, not the fucking person.
Yeah.
And it actually had a likable person in it as well.
And there was people in that, but they weren't like
idiots.
Oh, here's the big machines that are going to do the big fighty thing, and then we're just going to do the human
but the
thing.
Robots are characters is the point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Ted says, love Jeremy's reviews most of the time.
He's normally spot on, but I found lately he's gotten
all hail Brie Larson.
Yeah, here's me talking about like people. Oh, you shouldn't do fucking giving like nitpick and all. I'm like talking shit about Brie Larson every fucking week. Like,
I had a chat with a friend on Twitter the other day about this. He says pirate, I say western. I reckon that was a western. The gun he gave Danny Glover, the Predator, definitely from the Wild West.
Oh, it definitely had a fucking western tone to it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
It wasn't it wasn't shot like a western, but it definitely had undertones of
I
western
love the
vibe there.
whole the whole
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Because it came down, you know, like that's the way they do the standoff and the fucking with the gunslingers and stuff. That was definitely tones in there. Like,
agree, Tez. I always found Jeremy to be pretty fair and balanced.
yeah,
And
lately I find I'm saying because I've watched him for years, but I found lately he can kind of be not fucking. He just seems to be very kind of bitchy lately. Now, let's be honest, he's probably gotten fucking jaded by the whole fucking thing as well as we are. That's probably what it is. Like,
That
it's probably not him being bitchy. It's probably more him just being jaded by the fucking world the way fucking I am.
looked like a flintlock to me, Ringy, the gun. That being said, Tubbs, give Captain Marvel another go.
Do you know what?
I actually like Captain Marvel, that movie.
Like, let's be honest, like, the whole Captain Marvel thing and fucking and
It's
the
just
Brie
played out
Larson
as
thing.
a joke. It's kind of a joke at this stage. Like,
No. I mean, look, let's be honest. It is a fucking satire joke that kind of just became 62 weeks old in process. Really,
I just
you
rendered
know.
it. That was a terrible movie, JR. On the plus side, it made the movie better before better. It did. Christian Fandom Geek, welcome to the show, my friend. Ringy said, do you think a Predator movie at sea could work? Huh. Maybe like on an oil rig or something. That would be pretty cool, I think. But at sea, maybe on a boat. I don't know. That's an interesting one, actually.
But this is the thing. On the oil rig, what would they be hunting? Like, would they be hunting people?
Well, like, yeah, you only have kind of people there anyway, don't you?
Or would they be fucking Predator versus Godzilla
I was just about to say Predator versus
on a
Jurassic
fucking
Park.
oil rig? Yeah. But it's not just one, it's like a fucking tribe of predators on an oil rig, like trying to take down Godzilla.
Christian Phantom Geek says, what's up, peeps? What's up, Christian?
Story, buddy.
We're all doing good here. Western was only 100 years ago. It's set during colonial times, some more like 400 years ago. So the pistol is from that period. Look at Connor with the big brain over here.
Mr. Fuller's figures.
So kind of Civil War times, you think? Yeah, actually, that's a good shout. Hey, Christian. Nick says, who takes a hit of the cigarette when blowing smoke up their arse? Your mouth. I don't know. I didn't think this far, Mick. You weren't supposed to go that far. You were supposed to be the chosen one. You were supposed to fight the Sith, not join them.
Anakin the Sith are evil. Well, from my point of view, I think the Jedi are evil. Oh, oh, that line.
But see how much we both know it. Like, we both fucking seen it so many times.
But see, isn't that the point? We ripped the piss out of it and we
Yeah.
fucking slag and we've joked around so much over the years. But we know it word for word practically.
She has given up on life. Yeah, that's all of us lately, I think. I think revolvers were around for the Civil War, but I'm guessing pirate times from the gun from Predator 2. It's an interesting discussion. I have to find this out now. Tom says, as the elder statesman here, I think at 50. Tubbs, you're almost as old as Tom. I'm too forgiving, but I do revert to the kid who loved it. I enjoyed all of it in the moment. It's only in discussion with others afterwards. It disappoints. Yes, this is what I've been saying for weeks.
It is fucking true, yeah.
I love it when I'm watching it, and then afterwards, the more I think about it, I'm like, yeah, maybe I didn't like it, or I did like it. I don't know. Connor says, Ringy, the Civil War was in the late 1800s. I'd say this is set in the 16 or 1700s. So when Tubbs was born.
Yes, basically, yeah.
Oh my God, Simon. Why are pirates called pirates? Because they are.
Because they are.
Oh. Would be an interesting movie with a nice tie-in. Would like to see it. Fucking Prey is set in the Comanche Nation in 1719. So there we go. Jesus, that's the dead joke of dead jokes. Jonathan Revolver was definitely present in the Civil War.
Dude, I've just like to the fucking bathroom again. I'm after fucking.
What is wrong with you at all? Like,
oh man, I've been pissing like, all day, every day this week. It's fucking ridiculous. I'll be 2 minutes.
Where you sit? Thanks, Jonathan. People should turn off their woke buttons, otherwise we'll end up sounding like old moaning twats. I don't have a woke button. I don't care. Like, I don't care if what characters are male, gay, straight, white, black, whatever. As long as the story is good, I'm in. Fuller's figure says, so that pistol will be perfect for that period. As Chris says, Parsons says, they should not he or she or shim or whatever. G-Force, that was my thinking, but not big on gun stuff. Yeah, I haven't a clue. Like, Ringy says, Butterface. I'm he, him, or just Poundland Jason Donovan. Yeah, Tubbs is deals Tom Hardy. Why don't you should say that in the chat so I can read it out when we come back. Chris says, I love how you embrace all my names for you. I agree. Lobot, he, him, dickhead, chump, toy collector. Here is Smugglers. It's a black powder pistol that had the captain's name inscribed on the barrel, didn't it? Huh. Definitely gonna have to look this up tonight. Tubbs, the Predator, is hunting for cheaper petrol prices.
Now that's a fucking movie I'd like to see.
That's a good one.
Oh,
I
now
think
that
it was
it's
tied into
free
a Dark
domain,
Comic, Dark Horse.
you know,
comic
like
book.
it's up in the free. What do they call it? Is it free domain?
Yeah.
Predator
Tom says never
hunting
underestimate a
Winnie the
woman,
Pooh and
period.
Piglet.
That sounds wrong.
That could be a fucking idea.
What you say?
Winnie the Pooh and Piglet, right? Getting hunted by the fucking predator, and it's a fucking survival flick.
I have it. Under Siege 3, The Predator versus Steven Seagal, the ultimate showdown. Yeah, but
There you
Steven Seagal fat and asshole now, so it'll be no match. As Deadpool says, I don't make the shits, I just disturbed them. Oh, for fuck's sake. Apparently with Ezra, they, them is the preferred pronoun. I think Goldbag is his pronoun.
He should. I'm going to shut up now because I'm just going to rant.
And my kid, he's always been fat. G-Force Christian, you've been hanging around Paul and Bailey too much, picking up those kind of details. Yeah, that's a fucking fantastic podcast as well, or live stream, whichever you want to call it. Ringing the CGI budget to make Seagal not look like a Paul Allard would be too much for any movie company. Jesus, look how far behind I am, Tubbs. Mick, pissing like a racehorse, Tubbsy whoopsie.
Oh man, fucking all week, man. Fucking glad I've got this shite this week.
Connor says Tubbs piss off. Mark the Eagle. Mick says Tubbsy Wubsy is a Poundland Tom Hardy.
Fuck yeah.
No, you're not supposed to like that, Tubbs. It's an insult.
Dude, I told you this like fucking 6 years ago when I was like dubbed that the Pound Chap Tom Hardy. I said I will take that.
Watch him rip through all you can eat buffet. Chris says the thing is, Predator is a title that worked in the 80s. You say Predator now, and it's just nonsense and dirty Max hanging around the school gates. The Predator starring Ezra Miller. Predator, the Ralph Harris Chronicles.
Oh Jesus Christ!
But
in the Predator Ralph Harris Chronicles. Now, the question you got to ask yourself is, who's hunting who? Like, is this one of those things where like it's the Predators trying to like stop Ralph Harris from trying to Ralph Harris is like, you know, like trying to like get the kids in the woods, and you know, and then the Predators like trying to like stop Ralph.
No, this is where we draw the line. Like, if there is any line to be drawn, like, I don't have a marker, but we'll get there. Tom says, "Crash the Predators."
That should be.
Into the oil rig.
That should be our end of year movie.
No. What you want to film in the woods by yourself is none of my business.
Dude, I was going to cast you as Ralph Harris. Like,
no, you're fine, thanks. I can't draw for shit, so it's no good.
I'll do the art and I'll just put it there.
Is that what they call it now? Art. Tom says, "Crash the Predator ship into an oil rig, and they just decide to make the most of the situation."
Now, to be fair, all jokes aside, though, that oil rig idea, like, could you imagine like a predator like ends up on an oil rig, and there's humans on it or whatever, but there's nowhere to fucking go, and it's in like high tide and fucking storm fucking season, and they can't get off the rig. Now that'd be fucking cool.
That's kind of what I was aiming for when I brought it up first. So Ezra does have a thing about American kids, it seems. So not that far out for the upcoming film. Tez says, "Can you guess what it is yet?"
Jail sentence.
Scuba Pete says, "Predators on an oil rig, a barrel of fun." His extra leg. Did you hear that? Didgeridoo? Yes, it's the Predator. The full next Predator movie should be set in a school where Father Michael tries to play tiddlywinks with the pupils. I was going to make a joke, but like, no, I don't think it's appropriate, really. Fuck it. It should be
Dude,
said.
I think we hit the level of inappropriate an hour ago.
Well, like Connor kind of inspired me there. Like, I think the Predator next movie should be set in an American high school, and it's him trying to get out.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
See, I told you, don't let me loose because I just go too far. If you're offended by that, I do apologize. Hold on, predators at sea wouldn't work. Their camouflage doesn't function in water. Good thinking.
Ah.
Pirate goes in the bar with a steering wheel attached to his junk. Bartender asks, "What's that about?" Pirate says, "It's driving me nuts." Oh, Christ. Connor, the cops would take too long to go in. No action scenes for ages for that movie. Oh, God. See what happens when I say something? Everybody laughs. Fucking hell. Dark stuff. Brian, even we didn't go that far.
It's always bad, though, Brian, when you go further than me.
Well, like, that's because, I don't know, on Rolf Can't Swim test. Can you imagine the accessories for the action figure? Make it the biography. Predator 7, thanks for the memories. Smuggler's Canyon, what am I witnessing tonight? Christian, I don't know what I'm witnessing here half the time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on to our game.
Yeah.
So we've got a game, right?
We'll go on to the game, right? And I promise you, I will be completely up to date on both those shows next week.
So guys, you're going to be the judges here, right?
Yeah.
So this game is, so we're going to pick 5 superpowers each, but we'll say I pick one. So let's say I pick flight. Tubbs then has to pick a reason, a consequence for using that power, a bad reason. So right, we're going to do 5 each, and I want all you in the chat to chip in as well. Lobot says he's naked already, so I want you guys to tell us which one wins, and we'll count up the scores at the end.
Yes.
So Tubbs, do you want to go first? Pick your first superpower.
All right. So and you know when we're like talking about the superpowers, do we just give like a brief kind of like description of what it is, or
like short description, like
yeah. Okay, my first one is Rabies Scream. Just basically think of like Shriek, yeah, or something like that. But it's got like rabies virus in it. So when you get caught within the fucking screech, you get rabies, and there's it fucks you up, and you potentially die. So it's kind of like it's pretty fucking weird one.
That's your superpower that you'd want to use.
Yeah, it's a fucking superpower.
Okay.
You didn't say that they needed to be good or bad superpowers, by the way.
It's true. Okay, so when you use this power, Tubbs,
yeah,
you can only use it. Let me think now. Rabies, so basically a scream. You can only use it in a frequency that only ants can hear. So it's pretty fucking useless.
Yes, it makes it a pretty fucking shitty fucking superpower, right? Okay.
Okay, so my one. Okay, so my first superpower would be super strength.
Was it?
Super strength, fairly easy.
Super strength. All right, okay.
Oh.
Right, so basically your super strength God, fucking, what's the consequence now you can put on that? Insecurity.
I have insecurity anyway. I'm quite fine with that.
Yeah, but
That'd
think
be
about it
great.
this way, right? You have super strength, right? But the minute you don't, or like a minute, like, it seems like you can't do the things that your power like allows you to do. Your insecurity becomes bigger than your power, and it becomes crippling. So like it doesn't happen all the time, but it can creep in and it can fuck you up. And you know yourself when you're under pressure, you're insecure or whatever, or probably high pressure situations and stress related situations, mainly when you need the power the
I
most.
already have crippling anxiety. You're fucked here.
Exactly. So your superpower, your super strength becomes your like basically like not inviting your own personal weakness at the worst of times.
Okay. Okay, guys. After one go each, let's hear your votes. So
Okay.
Tubbs can scream, but only ants can hear it. Or I get super anxiety when I use super strength. Tubbs or Brian before we move on to the second one.
Okay.
So I'll let the comments go ahead there and
Do we want to like tot these up at the end, or are we going to go one by one?
no, we'll go one by one.
Okay.
Just go through the G-Force says, I just want invisible laser vision so no one can see where it came from. Christian, the real question is just how well behaved we all are in the other live streams. You have no respect for me, you bastards. I like this release. Super strength, you can only use it when you're asleep. Sounds like COVID. Brian reminds you would crush Tubbs when he gives him a hug. Fuller's figure says Father Michael's superpower was plausible deniability.
Jesus Christ.
Christ. Super strength, but because your roids, your jiggly bits are non-existent. Fuller's figure says Tubbs for me. Scuba Pete says the Tubbs. Is this the worst or the best? What we have? Brian for me, for Ringy. I think super strength will be a problem when you're fingering a chick by season 3. G-Force says Brian takes this round. So we've got 2 each. Who wants to break the tie?
Someone needs to.
So Tubbs, get your next superpower out.
Yeah.
And mix it. That was dark. It was also Drac. So go on, Tubbs. What's your next one?
Okay.
Jonathan and Ringy. Say me. Smuggler.
Yeah, so you won that round.
Okay, so that's 1-0. So
okay, so that's inner rage mind control.
Inner rage. Say that again.
Inner rage mind control.
So just explain that for me a little bit.
Okay, so basically what it is would be a mind control power that would like unroot your inner rage issues, and just like spark you off, basically fucking put you into Hulk mode.
Okay.
So
but
you
berserker rage.
Yeah, basically berserker rage style thing, but it's been controlled by someone else. Someone else is controlling your mind.
So who's controlling your mind?
The person with the superpower.
Oh, you're the person with the superpower.
Yeah, it's inner rage mind control. So like I control your inner, like you're basically cause your mind to go berserker.
Everyone else to get mad, basically. You're causing everyone else to get mad.
Yes, basically, yes.
Okay, so I have a perfect answer to that. Everyone you cause to get mad attacks you.
But I'm controlling it, so I can't do that.
But that's the consequence. They attack you.
Okay, that is the consequence. All right. Okay.
So you'll be dead in 5 minutes.
Yeah, fucking stupid fucking thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so I can control the weather. Connor, Father Michael sounds like a stand-up guy, or did he like it?
Control the weather.
Yeah. Tubbs, why are you picking such weird superpowers? Says Jonathan.
Dude, you've been tuning in for 62 weeks. If you're not got it yet, I'm a weird dude. Okay, so you can control the weather.
Yeah.
All right, so but your consequence for being able to control the weather means that you bleed once a month.
Oh, I'll take that.
No. You can only control the weather when you bleed. So basically, yeah, I suppose. Yeah. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, if you can control the weather, your consequence is a fucking big hemorrhaging period, cramps and all. You know,
Like
you
a big
basically got to
day.
be the woman. See,
I'll take it. Fuck it.
okay.
Ringy said the
Weather
weather's falling
controlling period.
indoors.
Good.
But you live in Ireland and it's great 364 days a year. Okay, guys, who won that round? Me or Tubbs?
I'd say you probably took that one as well.
I'll just fly through the comments while the guys are commenting on. G-Force, I imagine he was more of a bend him over type guy. Poor Father Michael. I missed this bit, just making a brew, but just saying Brian because everyone else says that was the last one. My wife already has that power. Sorry, Tubbs. Is this just rabies again?
Which is basically.
I thought that it was a rage virus from like 28 days later. The weather follows you indoors only when it's raining, but you can't use it in public. So basically, if Brian's on his period, he can make it sunny. Exactly. He can make it a sunny day to make me feel better. Sounds like we all had a superpower. So Connor, Brian.
That's a landslide on Brian anyway.
Brian.
That's 2-0. 2-0, buddy.
2-0 Tubbs. So come on, let's get out with the next one.
Oh, is it mine, is it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Reality and color bending powers.
Color bending? Just take fucking mushrooms.
No. That's basically the concept of the powers, right? You can warp reality, but only by using color palettes. You can use greens, reds, and mix the colors and bend the reality.
Okay.
You shape it with color. That's your power, or that's the power.
The consequence is you're colorblind.
Fuck. Okay.
Brian wants to be Storm. No, I want to be in Storm. Especially if it's Halle Berry. Tubbs, because I'm concerned he's going to release Rabies. Okay. So my one then is trying to do something different. Let's go for something easy. I'm invisible. What's my consequence? Indivisible. Sounds like faulty RGB software to me, Tubbs. You're fucked on that one, Tubbs.
Yeah, I'm totally fucked on that one. This is invisible. Right.
Art attack. Tubbs, you may need counselling. Oh, he definitely needs counselling. Back to Rob. Thanks. Chrome key, man.
Okay, invisible. All right.
Your balls go smaller. No, I'm not giving him any ideas now, so I won't read comments when he's thinking of an answer or when I'm thinking of an answer.
Okay. Every time you turn invisible, your blood begins to poison itself.
Oh, that's dark. I like it. Okay. So either Tubbs goes colorblind when he tries to warp color reality, or I get blood poisoning when I go invisible. So, who wins, guys? Does Tubbs have this one, or does
these are all pretty bleak superheroes we're creating here, by the way.
Lose sight when invisible smuggler says, I won't even standing behind trees. Love it. That's amazing. Ringy, that you're giant and everyone can see your footsteps and hear you walking away. What do you call a pirate with 3 eyes? Pirate.
Pirate.
So rabies again.
No.
Except for your balls. Invisible apart from your cock. Oh. Tubbs on this one for me. I think Tubbs pulled this one out. Tubbs. Well, I think you have.
Okay, so it seems to have gone my direction on that one. You're still one up, though. You're still ahead.
Invisible, but you can't move. So we've 2 more. So go on. Your next one. Also,
Okay,
guys, let us know if you want us to do more stuff like this at the end of each show every week.
Yeah.
This is just a test, right? See if we get a bit of crack.
All right, so my 4th one is electric sparked razor blades.
But where?
As in, like, you know, like you fire electric bolts with razor blades inside them.
Okay. Electric. The consequence is they only come out of your arse.
God. And oh man, and that circles back into the fucking bleeding once a month and the rabies. Okay, yeah.
Your anus has been bits, Tubbs.
Okay. Fucking Jesus
electrifying
Christ.
arse in Ireland.
Electric spark razor blades cutting through my anus, eh?
Tom says, Tubbs, seriously, do you want a number to call? Jonathan says, sounds like a shitty Gambit knockoff, which is fucking something because Gambit is the worst. Simon says, seen that in the Gillette advert. G4 says, oh shit, I mean, no, whatever you do, don't shit. Scuba says, hey, Mangafanga what's the name of Peg Leg Pirate's winch? Eileen. Can't say better than that, Brian. Okay, my one so is fuck me. This is I have proper wings. Like
you have proper wings.
Like I can fly, but I have like gargoyle wings, not like the fucking yeah, I can fly basically.
Okay, so you have gargoyle wings and you can fly. Okay,
Like
but
bat wing things, whatever.
Okay, so the consequence of your flight is every time you flap your big gargoyle wings, the bones in the back of the frame pierce your lungs.
Oh, that would just kill me straight away, though. No fun in that.
No. It's not going to fucking stab you. It's just like it's this.
I guess I won't be flying then.
So you're basically but you have the flight, so this is your power. You need to fly. So you're being gently stabbed every single time you flap those fucking big bad wings.
Okay, so me getting punctured lungs every time I fly, or Tubbs shooting electric razor blades out his hole. Lobot says you lay eggs. I lay eggs 3 times a day.
That would have been a fucking good one.
Wings, but you lay eggs out your pee hole and they're fucking massive. Oh. Brian beats Tubbs clean shave. Ringy says, Jesus, Tubbs. Smuggler says, Tubbs. Get up in them thermals and just glide at those wings. That's a good point. Who has to flap? I'd have to climb somewhere really high. Everything Brian flies, his legs begin to turn into human shit. Fuck's sake, Mick. So we've won 1-1 so far on that one. Everybody else get their vote in and we'll move on to the last one. Now I'm not going to say that because then everyone will vote that way. I don't want to influence votes like enjoying this, Tubbs. So Tubbs. No,
all right, so it's the last one, not?
Ringy says Tubbs as well. So
Is that 2 for 2, so?
2-2. So this is the final one.
Oh.
And,
Oh, man, we actually balanced it out, like, which is fucking... For the first time
Oh.
we've done something like that's not so bad, like.
Lobot says
Wanna wait?
Brian. Scuba Pete says Brian. Chris says Tubbs. I think you win by 1. I think we may have to change the name of this stream to Locker Room Talk.
Locker room talk.
Okay, so let's
Right.
for this one.
So
I know you have a list, but seeing as we're level, right? Let's pick the power of a popular superhero this time.
Oh, really? So I don't get to do my last one?
Well, if you want, like, we can do that. I don't mind.
No. What way did you want to do it with the superpower?
We just pick a famous one, like.
Or do you want to do that for a bonus round after we do this?
Okay, yeah, we'll do bonus.
Okay.
Tubbs,
Right, so
vote from side there as well.
because I'm liking this like weird fucking Tubbs Razor fucking quality fucking. All right, my last one is dairy and organ expansion powers, which is basically it gives you the person the ability if you drink dairy, they can. With their mind, they can expand your organs out until you fucking burst and die from the inside.
Wow.
They basically drown you with the dairy in your body, like.
So you can control dairy.
Yeah, just an element. You drink dairy, you drink milk, fucking cheese, whatever. They can expand it to the point that they can.
So the person has to drink dairy for your power to work.
I mean, it won't. Yeah, it's a pretty shitty power if you've got someone that's fucking, that doesn't touch it. But yeah. 9 times out of 10, people like their dairy. Okay,
so as a consequence of your power coming to be, cows become extinct.
What is it? Cows what?
Cows become extinct. So your power is
all good. I can still work with goats and shit. Oh, wait, is that milk? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can work with cows or goats. Okay, that's cool. Goats are extinct.
Yeah, G4 says you can still get goat milk. Lobot says you have to suck on others each to get the power. Simon says you should make this guy right for Marvel. Fuller's Figures says so the power to make other lactose intolerant. Jonathan said always dog milk. Ugh.
Jonathan, I don't know what people are telling you, but that's not milk, buddy.
Yeah, what about? Ringy says almond milk. Yeah, but that's not real milk, is it?
So there's options. There's still options on that drowning you with your dairy products.
I have to think now. If the cow also has razor powers, I'm drawing the comic. We could get emotional here. Okay, so my last power. I can think of better powers than Tubbs. That's not it. No. Off the top of my head, I have the power to give myself any other superhero power anytime I want.
Your consequences, severe daddy issues. That's what I'm just gonna say because
Connor said he can blow up a toaster with a cheese sandwich. So I get daddy issues for being basically.
No, do you want me to pick a different one? Because I was clearly joking, but we'll go with the rules.
John said, "Do it, Si." Okay, so do I get to be an omnipotent being with daddy issues, or does Tubbs have a kind of fairly useless power with milk?
Well, don't. I've always got options. I can drown people with their dairy.
Tubbs is going to make everyone who drinks goat milk explode, basically. Tubbs' consequences is he loves dairy. So guys, pick the winner of the first Tubbs versus Brian competition.
This was fucking. I enjoyed this. Actually, this was quite fun.
Lobot, first vote for me.
I mean,
Lobot for president. Brian. Sai says Tubbs. Connor says Brian. Brian's power is just better. Tubbs. I think that's 3-2. Jared says Brian. 4-2 Tubbs. I think I have it.
Well, then
Nick
you
says-
won the first one. That's
Nick
the
says Brian as well.
so you
Keith-
fucking
Keith Hurst says
you
Brian.
it's landslided now. Like,
So bonus round. So
Yeah.
Nick-
well, the bonus round is just for fucking shits and giggles,
Just
really.
for
Like,
shits and giggles.
you are the winner, sir.
Tom says Brian. Sorry, Tubbs, but call them please. They can help. I'm going to. I've
So,
tried calling people
Tom-
before. And
Tom came to hear some fucking pop culture and wants me to get fucking therapy.
Tom, we've been there. They said they can do no more for him.
He just said Joe Perry Tuesday.
Tom, bonus round is worth double points. No. Bonus round. If whoever wins the bonus round can pick next week's game, or someone in the chat can pick next week's game. 5 questions. Lobot says, "I still want to see the arse blowing Razor Kid." Yeah, so do I. And he's electric as well. To be on top of that. So Tubbs, pick.
Well, to be fair, I think we might have a few artists in the fucking community here, so let's fucking start creating that fucking comic.
So Tubbs, pick your like famous superhero that you would take their power, but I get to pick the consequences, and vice versa.
Like, do we just name the person, or they're just their power?
Whatever's easiest.
I said to fit well with myself, because I'm kind of small and kind of somewhat stocky, and I've rage issues, and I'm fucking a bit mental off my skull. I'm going with the Wolverine, man, adamantium bitch. Do you know what I mean?
Huh? What could kill Wolverine? Okay, so every time Wolverine uses his claws, he gets AIDS.
But he can regenerate, so
Yeah,
but that's a horrible sight.
that's a degenerative disease.
He's an immortality of
And
AIDS.
that's actually worse because he keeps
So-
regenerating, so he'd suffer and suffer and suffer and suffer.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking harsh. Like,
It's horrible. And do you know what? I was going to pick Wolverine as well. I'm glad I didn't know. My power is. You know what? I'm going to look back here for inspiration. My power is. G4 says Wolverine is self-healing. Yeah, but you see, he keeps the AIDS, so we'd have to keep healing himself from AIDS, so he'd be constantly feeling the effects. So he gets odds. My one is Thor.
Thor.
I'm a god, and I use my hammer to fly everywhere, and I have electricity and all that stuff. Oh, come on, milk. Make that snow cream milk and cornflakes was the best.
Okay, so anytime Thor uses his lightning, it causes heart failure.
That would just kill me instantly, so that would be pointless.
No, there's different levels of heart failure, meant to be fair. Like, you know, he's just got to be careful about how many times he summons this motherfucking thing, you know? No. That's not my answer.
Okay, go on. I'll give you a do-over.
And give me a do-over since I fucking enjoy, like, so every time he uses his electricity, he gets like a week of like really, really intense fucking piles.
I like it. Tom's one is fucking brilliant. Thor with tinfoil in his mouth when he summons the lightning. Ringy says his arm breaks every time he catches the hammer.
See, I meant
You guys
there
are
was
sick
so many.
fucks. I was bad. um,
See, sometimes when
consequently,
you have to do it off the top of your head, like the most obvious ones are there, but you're going to go with the fucking stupidest of things. Like
Simon says, can the laser dairy shitter be a pirate? He can be whatever you want to be, lads.
be anything you want them to be,
No
Fandango.
copyright here. That's honestly like this week was again. He summons the hammer, hits him in the nuts. You and G4 said the same thing, I think. Yeah, G4 said he always hits his nards with his hammer. So once again, lads, this has been great crack. If you want to suggest a game for next week, I know we'll pick one as well. Drop one here or drop one to me on Twitter or whatever. Yeah, and we'll play that again. And I'll try and give Tubbs razor laser electric anal beads.
Let's manifest this motherfucking thing now and fucking actually let this become a thing, right?
Yeah, every week when we have time, of course, because there as like some weeks there's a lot of movies and stuff. Oh, and also I know Connor mentioned it in the chat the other day, but or earlier on tonight. But Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is out on Disney Plus tomorrow. It's
Yes.
available. It's available in other places at the moment.
Oh,
Before we go, Tubbs, did you watch anything new this week? I know you said you watched that 70s show and stuff.
I've been watching a fuck ton of the 70s show on Drawn. I did play the Quarry on PS5, dude.
You did say that. You showed us.
It's, man, anyone that's a fan of fucking like 80s fucking horror, like Friday the 13th, fucking all that kind of shit, this is definitely a fucking game to buy, man. It's a step up in graphics from Until Dawn, and the way they've kind of like mocapped it and stuff. Like it actually is pretty decent. It's just a fucking fun, fucking cool game,
Fucking. We
and I
need it.
fucking enjoy it. Yeah, but outside of that, man, I mean, as I said, I've been doing bits and pieces of college
Jesus
work and
Christ,
stuff.
Nick. Die Liverpool.
But
Fuck me.
yeah, I mean, the drawn was kind of the main focus this week. Like,
Lobot says, great stuff, awesome game, arse blowing razor electric kit.
actually, do you know what?
And
What was the name?
Razor laser.
Okay, the comic is Razor Laser.
Footer Secret says, love you, Mick the Manx. Tom says,
What was the character's
Umbrella-
fucking name again? What did the lads call it?
Razor laser, wouldn't it?
No, Razor Laser would be like the title of the comic.
Oh, where did it go? I don't.
Go back and get me the name, because I'm gonna, even if it's a 1-page piece, I'm gonna fucking make this happen. Like,
Arse blowing razor electric kit. G-Force, yes. Brian, Arsenal next year. We signed a new player today. Vieira.
go back there one more minute. Arse blowing.
Razor. Arse blowing razor electric kit.
Jesus Christ.
Abec. There you go. Thank you, Gerard. Thank you for dropping by. Mick, if you're not a mank, you're a wank at Footer Figures. Terrible. So, Tom,
Real
when is
name.
Umbrella Academy back? Sometime next.
I think it's Friday.
Is it? Friday, yeah.
I think it's Friday this week. Yeah. So there is a ton of shit this week.
Nick says, need a sandwich, Brian. Go make one, then, my friend.
So
I'm gonna make the
arse
sandwich
blowing
myself.
razor electric kid. Real name Pete.
Abec.
Jeff.
Submit art for next week's show. No Tubbs. Challenge is on.
Okay, I will have art for next week's show.
And Jonathan says, go sports ball team. Yeah, go sports ball.
Go sport ball.
Chris says, great show, lads. Ringy says, Ray. Ray, the name of the guy, actually, yeah. Scuba, thanks for dropping by. Everyone else, everyone that I didn't mention, thanks for dropping by. You're all great crack and another enjoyable stream down. Next week, we'll be here for episode 64. So I'll see you all then. Have a great time and don't do anything I wouldn't do. That doesn't allow you much wiggle room.
Definitely don't do anything I would do.
No, definitely not. Make up a hashtag for us to submit art to. Ooh, that's a good shout. I will do that on Sunday. You're all in the Twitter group anyway, so like you can put it up, you can put it in there as well. If anyone's
Yeah,
not
that's
on
fucking
Twitter,
cool, man.
if anyone's not on the Twitter group, message me and I'll add you as well. And yeah, so Roland's reviews. Thank you. Like. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Mick. Thank you, everybody else. Have fun storming the castle. And we see you later, guys. Have a nice one. Have a great one. Have a good one. Be good. Bye.